Well, here's all the bits for the shaft. I've managed to make a bracket of sorts, so I'll just show you quite quickly what we've got. I've got some bolts, and I thought it was this size. Well, I was wrong. I know I didn't take a bearing with me, but I haven't shown you the bearings yet, have I? There we are. Right, I don't think I have. Anyway, I thought it was like 1/2 inch, you know, but these are metric. Anyway, it wasn't. It's not a problem. We've overcome it. I picked up this, as I say, this bag of bolts, and I thought, well, while I'm in the shop, you know, I'll get some different size ones. Anyway, I picked them out the bin, and I've got enough. It's not a problem, but somebody had chucked one and I didn't check. So one is I can't get my hand. Look, one is a tiny bit longer. It's not going to be a problem, but it's, you know, someone had it out in the bin. Now the other thing is, the pulley, I want to put that pulley on, but it's plastic. And that's the bit that Duncan's made to go on the end of the shaft. And while I had the welder out, I was thinking, because to get this nut, even though I chiselled it well, it won't come off, and I hadn't got a socket the right size, or I couldn't find it. I didn't look in the other tin, but anyway, I couldn't get that off. So I got the angle grinder and I chopped the alternator to bits and cut the shaft off, and it's we've done it, you see. So that has to go on there to support the pulley, right, that way round. It goes sort of like that with the nut on the end, you see, or actually it goes the other way around, like that, with the nut on there. Anyway, luckily I didn't, because I kept this. I've chopped the bearing out the end. Well, of course, this shaft fits in that bearing, you see. So what I'll have to do is chop through there and get the middle out that bearing, and then I could, you know, probably weld it on the end there, which will be pretty central, won't it? And then the shaft, of course, will go through. I cut that little bit off. The shaft will go through. It'll be held in the middle because that's a bit loose, you see. And then I can, I'll have to get the spacing right, obviously, and we can then put that pulley on the end, because that's how I want to drive it with this pulley, you see. That's the whole idea. And then we've still got, that does fit over, see how he's done it, you see, that does fit over the shaft, so I could put that on the end on the shaft of the lister, you see, and weld anything I want onto here. So, you know, it's a fairly versatile thing, isn't it? It's going to work. That's the main thing to do something with. I'm not sure what yet. Anyway, so we'll just get on and put this together. So there's what I've made, look. All I did, using 2 of these, I cleaned that one up to use it and forgot. Anyway, and we had the remains in the bottom of 4 cans of black paint, so I've just blasted a bit of paint over it. It won't last, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, I'll put the bearings on. As I say, yesterday I did manage to drill the holes in them. So they should be somewhere near. And I had some washers myself, so they've been on, and I've tacked them in place, and then took them off, and did it, so I think we stand a little chance of doing it. I'm not sure. We'll soon know, obviously. So we're putting these in, as you can see. I suppose being a bit smaller isn't a bad thing after all. Now, yeah, they won't be that way out. That's it, and they'll be alright. And I can't move them sideways, they're about square anyway. Remember that my drill was, I had to do it on the drill, didn't I? And it's not the best in the world, is it? As you know, for being square, but we're not complaining about that. This would be a little bit overkill. I was thinking of putting some bits of bolt to hold it, because you see, having that bench, now we know how I've weighed it down, and because of the space issue, I think the best thing is to clamp this crossway on the bench with 2 clamps. There's room to do that, you see. And so I think that's the best way of holding it. Now, I don't know if they are or not. Maybe I should have not tightened them up. Anyway, we'll find out, won't we? I'll not tighten the other end up, see if the shaft will go in. Because these bearings are supposed to move, you see, aren't they? To align themselves. Whether they will or not, we'll find out, no doubt. I will leave these loose, this one though. God, everything I do today is hard work. Be on the computer too much. And look, I trapped that there length on it too much. It got better. I might have told you the other day, I don't know. Had that wrist strap on and got my wrist better, and spending time on the computer playing, doing online jigsaws. You got to pass the time somehow, and I did it for what, a few days, not that long. I've done it for years like before. Anyway, it's done my wrist, so that's that. I drilled all these holes, so whether this bolt's bigger than the other one or what the problem is, I just don't know. Oh dear. I mean, I've had them in. I don't know why that's so tight, I'm sure. Maybe that one was on there, I don't know, but anyway, it's gone in. It don't matter, does it? Right, I'll just probably have to loosen the other end off because it moves slightly. We'll see. Maybe see if the shaft will go in or not. It should do. It came out. There we are. These bearings are supposed to move and they're a bit tight for some reason. That's it, it's gone. Get another different hammer. It's just these bearings are the self-aligning bearings, and that one, it's not quite self-aligned, is it? Where's my pig? This hammer. Ready hammer. There we are. Right, that's it. There you are, look. And then of course we've got a choice of what we can put on the end, because we've got that will go on the end, won't it? So that could screw on, and there's a nut. We've also got a nut, you see, and I can get some washers, you know. So I mean, one thing I've thought of, I'm not sure of the diameter, I want to check really, but and that is, put this on that way round first, and using the nut and a washer, see if it'd do a cutting disc. So that's how it goes. Now where's this end? And this of course goes on there, as you've seen, you see. So the pulley will be on there, like that. I'll just show you, but it'll be out a little bit. But the pulley will be like that, you see. That's how it will all look. So there you are. What do you think of that? But as I say, it has been problematic. It's not gone very smoothly, to be honest. But anyway, thanks again, Duncan. It's, you know, I think we've done it justice a little bit, haven't we? We'll be able to make something with it. Because I'm not, I mean, you know, what I can do, you see, whatever I'm putting on here, I'm going to have to make a little plate. I mean, you know, you could put a circular saw on it, but and then I need to make something so the saw goes through it, with me, there, like that, you see, and then come over and bolt onto here. I can weld a couple of nuts on, you know, or something like that. We can do something anyway. But I'm a bit loath, because with, you know, you can't just stop it. That's the thing. And you can't just stop it. So I think that we've got to see if we can make something else with it to start with. You never know. So that's it. That's all we've got to tell you today. Anyway, like I said, we've done a little bit of a decent job of it, I think. You'll agree.